Hello, hello. I really hope everyone can hear me. I have no idea if this is working, even slightly.
We see a future where you are at the
I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Oh my god, I haven't had any food yet. Ah, wait. This is my celebration right now.
This is the most immersive console experience ever.
I need to put my jacket on.
we embarked on a quest to find creative teams
I'm very excited about this.
of our art form. Game Pass members can play
Yeah,
over
Phil.
100 titles.
Phil.
Every Xbox Game Studios title will premiere in Game Pass day one.
Yes.
We are giving gamers the option to connect across devices and across platforms in a way that we never were able to before.
I do want more. I want so many more. I've got a drink. I've got some peanut butter. This is going to be very exciting.
Giving you more choices, giving you more ways to play.
I just spilled 7-Up on my lap.
The games you want, on the devices you want, with the people you want.
Xbox launch day. Woo, 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 woo. I got some toast. Come on, babe. Wait, wrong side. Yeah, baby.
What this console launch means to me is that I'm going to be able to enjoy these incredible
Pretty exciting.
the way they were meant to be enjoyed.
It feels like everything's been coming full circle after nearly
Audio input capture is basically on max.
This launch moment is a
Oh, no.
culmination of 5 years of
How about that?
innovation in the accessibility space for me.
This
Better?
generation of consoles is by far the best that I've ever seen, and it's completely out of this world.
I think it's really
Oh my god.
This generation is about giving you the tools to be what you want to be.
Oh, Anthony had a twirl. Hey, Alex. Ah, can't remember.
opportunity to create excitement in so many different ways to capture the sense of community and togetherness of gamers around the world.
Every single time that I have seen that next system come out, or that next great game with awesome graphics.
I really wonder what everyone from outside my flat thinks. It's still low. Hey, Mix. Oh.
Generation of Xbox.
I know that I'm going to be making even more memories with even more friends, and I cannot be more excited.
Whatever your preference.
I've literally got everything at maximum. Ah, good point.
All right, here we go.
Woo!
Hello and welcome to the Xbox
Major
Launch Celebration
Nelson!
live stream.
Too
My name's
much
Larry
now,
from
probably.
Xbox Live's Major Nelson. I will be your host today, along with Kate, Malik, Kat, Jeff, Tifa, and many other Team Xbox.
Not me, though. I feel very sad.
We will also be joined by hundreds of our Xbox FanFest fans. See them up there? We are coming to you live from Studio D on the Microsoft campus here in Redmond, Washington, right outside Seattle. Now, this building that is so many members of Team Xbox and ordinarily work
It's
in.
Kate, my lovely
Today,
Kate. I
the
miss her so
circumstances
much.
Are a little bit different, so they're not coming in and out. But there have been many great memories, ideas, and games that have come from this very location. And since we all can't be together in person this year, we thought
Larry, I know.
right here from
I'm
the
so
center of the action
sad.
in the atrium.
Fitting indeed, Larry. Now today, it's not about big
Kate,
news and reveals.
I love you,
It's playing
Kate.
games. And
I
that's
miss
what we're gonna be
you.
doing all day on this stream. Plus, we've got a few surprises and fun, different aspects you're not going to want to miss. So we hope you're also playing games at home today with us as well, because we'll be playing right alongside you. So whether you're watching us on your primary screen, a second screen, your mobile device, we're just thankful and grateful you're joining us here today.
I'll tell you what I'm grateful for, Kate.
Yeah.
This is my third console launch. I was around when we launched the Xbox 360, the Xbox One. Last year, we unveiled the Xbox Series X, the world's most powerful console. This year, we introduced the smallest next-generation console, the Xbox Series S. And today, people around the world are finally experiencing the future of gaming for themselves. All right.
I'll
Right?
clap to that.
I agree. Now, for the next 5+ hours, we'll be on the stream celebrating the launch of next generation of gaming with developers, publishers, celebrities, and of course, fans. We've got a great stream plan playing Watch Dogs Legions, Forza Horizon 4, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Destiny 2, Tetris Effect Connected, and more.
So let's jump in with a new next-gen title from Xbox Game Studios that gives you a top-down perspective and, of course, the opportunity to save every human on the planet. This is Gears Tactics.
Just like we planned it.
Oh no, I'm not going on Instagram. I was just putting a tweet out.
Join the party. Well, if you insist. Summon the beast.
I won't send a tweet.
Holy.
What is everyone actually really excited about?
We're done.
I'm so excited to be here today. PC gamers have been playing this critically acclaimed game since earlier this year. But if you prefer console and haven't had a chance to play it yet, today is your lucky day as it launches on all Xbox consoles.
And you are lucky because this is a great game.
Jeff!
What I think you
Jeff!
How does a turn-based strategy game made from the ground up on PC make that move from mouse and keyboard to, I will take apart the set here, to the Xbox controller? And here to tell us more,
Jeff is looking, I'm loving this kind of like
Vancouver up in Canada, Tyler
cool like
Publishing
80s
design director up at the Coalition.
rave look he's got going on.
Stay, Tyler.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm super excited, thrilled to be here kicking off the show with you guys, and I'm so excited that everyone will get to play Gears Tactics on their consoles today.
They don't know what is coming for them because it is an excellent game. But let's say you're new to the world of strategy.
He's got a really good new haircut as well. Look at that.
How did you decide to make a turn-based strategy game in the world of Gears?
Yeah, I mean, it was a process of prototyping and proving things out.
I'm fully into watching everyone's in the background of everyone's.
Really essential about.
I mean, I've got my
Gears
stupid
style
little thing here.
and translating that to a different camera and a different perspective, but all the while bringing what makes Gears great to it. So we've got big boss fights. We've got incredibly satisfying combat.
Oh my God, Jonathan Burke, that'd be amazing. I just push this back and like, woo!
really
I'm in Seattle.
proud of how Gears
No,
Tactics
I'm not.
plays on the console.
And it's widely known that I'm a huge Gears fan. Gears Tactics doesn't really take place during the same time period as the other games, right, Tyler?
That's right. It actually takes place about 12 years before the events of the first Gears of War game. So about right around Emergence Day, well before the events of Marcus Phoenix and Gears 1. And the game revolves around a sort of
Yo, True Golden Eagle, how you doing?
Diaz, and if that last name sounds familiar,
I don't know.
this
I didn't
is
really
Kate
like
Diaz,
proper
the star
promo
of
this
Diaz
because
being
I
named
thought
Gears
that
Gears
as
5.
it's my first
So we get
time
to explore his
on PC,
journey.
it was just going to go
He's
horribly
a
wrong.
tactical
But actually, it
commander
worked quite
who's had
well.
some bad experiences with the COG, and sort of when we meet him, he is working in the motor pool in sort of self-imposed exile.
Ah,
but
Jonathan,
he's
I
brought
understand.
back into the fold to fight an incredibly dangerous locust
Reality
scientist
Storm. I'm
named
not like.
Ukon, a geneticist.
I
And
am sad,
Ukon
but
in
like
Gears
not
backstory is
like
the
sad.
monster that makes the monsters. If you've seen those big Brumacs and Corpsers,
I just hope that we
those
can.
are Ukon's pets.
You
And so
know,
our
I could
heroes need to
I could
go on
manage
this
this
journey to
year
try to
as long
stop
as like
Ukon from creating even
it wasn't
more
forever.
devastating enemies that will take down the planet Sarah.
All right, Tyler, we didn't come here to talk. We came here to play and also to talk while we're playing. So
Yeah,
why don't we
let's do it.
fire up the game? You're playing live here on Xbox
yes,
Series
right
X,
here.
right? There's the controller.
Yeah,
so why don't we
FYI.
take this footage? Yeah. So
Hello, Daniel.
let's
How you
load it up
doing?
And let's see what we're doing. Where
there
are
we
we in
are.
the game here?
So,
Well, Act
Yeah,
2,
so
Chapter 7.
Jeff
So we've got this loaded.
Jeff
in
is
about
like one of
2/3
the
way through the
sweetest,
game.
most
So
lovely
we're
guys
gonna talk
ever.
about
When I went over to
skills and
do
abilities, which we'll talk about.
Xbox
And,
in
I've got a
Seattle,
four-person squad here,
I
but,
we had like a really fun day out. We
now
went for massages
also
and
includes Jeff.
coffee and a little bit of shopping. It was a really nice day out, actually. I really like Seattle. Like, I really like it a lot.
And I'll show you some of the basics and kind of get people who are not familiar with tactics on PC. I'll give you kind of the
Really,
basics
Alex, you haven't had a
and
console since
kind of why
PS2.
it's a special game. The first thing that I want to point out is that even though it is a turn-based tactics game, the game does not take place on a forced grid. You are free to move wherever you want.
I suppose actually, I've been thinking about this since the American announcement. Like, you guys know that I was trying to get my American visa for ages, right? And I had loads of problems. And even with like letters from like BAFTA and the BBC and Xbox basically saying like, I'm a person of like note, they call it an exceptional alien, which means that you can travel and like there's a reason for you to go to America to work. And even with all that and like with deal memos, people saying they're going to hire me, I still got my visa refused, right? And I do think now that maybe, I mean now, after COVID and whatever, but I might actually be able to go to America because the laws will have changed. Because basically, everyone was telling us that like Trump had made it impossible for everyone who worked in immigration, and it just got tougher and tougher. And the longer, yeah.
And I can see a bit of the objective, but I can't see.
I just think like the UK is great, and I love it, and I would love to make amazing content in the UK, but it's just. I just don't think it's going to happen,
Yeah, what are you going to do, right? You're going to bounce through there and you're going to take them out with one shot. So one other thing I'll notice, this is not something that we teach in the game. It's kind of a pro tip, is you do have this
I just smashed that.
this radius of one action of movement. But because, we're a Gears game and we want you to be flowing into the cover, we'll give you a little extra movement. That movement up to that cover would normally cost you 2. But because you're
this looks really nice, actually.
Cost you 1. So when you're playing, you want to always be looking for those little advantages that will help you conserve action. So we'll move our scout Marcella up here, and she has managed to reveal a ton of enemies.
I'd love to make a video game one day, but I don't know what I'd make a video game about.
Those are sort of the normal soldier command units. And then
yeah,
there's a Cantus here, and I'm actually going to.
I just sort of think that like,
and show you the Cantus.
Whilst I'm single, and whilst I don't really, I mean, I do have family. I have my brothers, but like,
so I can't get in super close
with my dad and like my mum, that situation is.
That zoom actually, while
yeah.
I'm talking about it, this zoom is something we put in. On
I don't know. I always wanted to like travel so much when I was young.
And that's sort of something we put in just for console users because we know you're going to be playing.
Like live in different countries and just be amazing and weird and like be a mad old lady that's got like 1,000 stories about like I don't know, nonsense stuff.
Yeah, just to jump in there, the team has done a lot of work to adapt a genre that's usually played with on PC with a mouse and a keyboard for it to work with.
True Golden Eagle, yeah. I mean, I think once things kind of die down with COVID and stuff, obviously I'll give it another go. It's just there are so many opportunities in America. There's so much more stuff going on, and I just really want to work. Whereas like in the UK, everything just takes a very, very long time to happen, and by the time stuff does happen, you're sort of like, ugh. So for example, like BBC Gaming Show for Radio 1, that took maybe like, well,
the cursor to it, and so you can.
That took a long time to sort of get off the ground. Even like the BBC Sounds podcast I did with Aoife, that was kind of 2 years of trying to get it commissioned and making pilots, and it took a really long time to actually even get to make it. And it's just one thing I love about the current sort of state of like Twitch and YouTube is that you can just go and like make content like when you're in the mood and in the moment, and that's what I love about streaming. And like today I was like, screw it, I'm going to do a stream and I can just go and do it. I love that. I love that energy, whereas like in the UK it's just it's a lot of no's all the time, you know.
Gears, which is known for its quick action and you shoot first or you're probably dead, at least in multiplayer, would fit with like a patient thinking man's game. I do love the Retro Lancer, and I love that that's in here. You've done an amazing job of capturing the feel of Gears in a game that is a completely different genre. So I'd love to just, we're seeing it, but I would love to hear a little bit more about the steps you took to bring in things that are classic Gears, like a Lancer, like, directly into a Therangar or something like that you've done that make this game.
See, I couldn't really get on with XCOM. I found it quite, I don't know, it wasn't really my cup of tea.
It was really important to us
but I kind of
that we make a game that feels like
this more than I would XCOM. I would actually play this,
In a lot of turn-based tactics games,
Fabian.
You have the
yeah. Well, no, it's not just the BBC. It's a lot of places that are like that, I think.
Maximize the damage with the grenade. This is Gears, right? So you have to push past that cover and take out those enemies. So what starts out as a very intimidating looking front of enemies, through the depth of the tools that you have and the things you can do.
I mean, yeah, the BBC is
a blunt force object like a.
Yeah, the BBC is quite slow moving, but I mean they have to be careful because it's like a publicly run company, and like I get that, so they have to be sort of fairly careful with how they spend money and stuff. But I don't know. It's really nice just being able to throw up content. Like the stupid, like multi-sensory unboxing I did for Xbox Series X. Like it was a really stupid idea I had in the morning, and I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna do it, and then made it. And actually, I'm really pleased with it because it's just silly and like something stupid and fun to do with something that I love.
To try to protect.
Now, Jack is entirely new.
Oh, P-Dub, Doom 2. I think.
And
did I play?
Someone like me was like, okay, do I need to play this again?
Where did I play Dune? I'm trying to think whose house it was.
Want to go back to the game, whether I do that on Xbox Series X.
And yes, good evening, Fabian. How are you?
Do that on Windows 10 PC.
Sid, I'm with you. Yeah, definitely bringing the Gears. It looks a lot more interesting. I don't know. I was really not a fan of XCOM.
I would love to hear about the new stuff.
Yeah, so Jack is entirely new. He has his own unique skill.
Yes, like Sid, like the RKG guys are amazing. I'm always quite jealous when everyone's got like a little crew that they like make content with. I'm always like on my own. I need to like not stop doing that. That's why I'm trying to like collaborate more with people and like make more content with other people, so I can just have someone to like have fun with and just bounce ideas off,
Jack doesn't use cover, so it's important to make sure that Jack is protected. And we added a whole new area of effect element to the game. So he has these capsules, and these capsules create areas of effect that will debuff enemies or buff your unit. So in this case, I aggressively moved Sid up into this position. So I'm going to try to protect him by using.
It does look really nice. I mean, Gears always looks really nice.
These enemies and not allow them to move or shoot, kind of protecting him. So he's going to fire off his capsule, and now, because those units are shocked, Sid can maintain that forward position, but he doesn't have to worry about those two units.
Now, one of the hardest part of the game is always choosing what characters you want to use. You start to fall in love with different ones. Do I want to have, more than one sniper at the expense of giving up a scout or something like that? But you don't have to make that choice with Jack, do you?
No, absolutely not. And in fact, I mean, Jack's skill trees, I mean, those are still difficult choices because he has all of these cool toys that you want to use. So,
oh man, I'm very excited. I'm going to start recabling my lounge tomorrow, but I've realised that the other console doesn't really fit into the little shelving system that I've made, so I'm going to need to like rebuild it.
Really important for that.
It's going to be great once it's done, though. I'm really excited. New TV, new soundbar, the works. I don't know what I'm going to do with my other TV. I've got like my best mate's fiance is back in Hackney because his mum's not very well at the moment, and he's going to be down for like a few weeks. So I was like, oh, you should come here. So I might keep the other TV and run like an HDMI so that we can both play video games at the same time. Because I'm nice like that.
Yeah. Making sure it still has that feel. I've found myself in a bad position.
Reality Storm, I think of making an Giuliani themed Xbox club private for our Discord. Do you have your blessing? Sure, yeah, go ahead. I need to set up the Patreon only Discord as well. I've been meaning to do that. It's on my to-do list, so we can start chatting about like possible games to play and things like that.
To reload back into the convoy. We have 5 different classes in the game: heavy, sniper, support, scout, and vanguard. Each of them has a signature gears weapon, so they have.
It looks really pretty.
The support character, they have the signature lancer. You can see here.
It's a bit like Borderlands there, no?
Carrying the lancer.
I like his little white tuft.
One of the things people told
Look
us
at his
very
little
early when we were
tuft.
developing is how much they loved the skills. If you're an RPG fan and you're looking for sort of a deep experience in that way, we've got an incredible depth of skills. So each of your support classes can be built entirely differently. You can see all the skills that I've got unlocked on Gabe here on the right side, and in addition, every weapon has weapon mod slots, so you can customize the stock, the magazine.
Oh my god, so menu-y.
The barrel, and so there's a lot of different options for you there, and you collect these weapon mods through the progression of the game and by those equipment cases in the level.
Hey, Mr. Tom for the win. How you doing?
Really allows you to build
oh, Fabian, it's going to be amazing.
The same thing goes with the
I'm thinking what I might do is like, I've got my TV like on this side and all the consoles there. So I thought what I might do is put the other TV on the other side and then have like 2 seats that are back to back facing the other way. Like that could be quite cool. Or I do have a projector that I could set up so I could project onto the other wall. I don't really want to just give away my old TV though. I quite like it.
Again, you're not trading your offensive power for that.
No, everyone's figured out how to send him messages. Oh my god, that's so funny.
This is the screen here.
I love it.
We have that mission.
Uh-oh.
You go in here.
Uh-oh.
Choose who you want to take on the mission on your roster. Oh, there's Cole making a special appearance in his thrashball armor. Look at that.
Cole is awesome, by the way. We'll talk more about later on how to unlock.
Wow, this is fully live. They're right. This is fully live.
It's really cool that he comes with a unique set of armor that gives you a
man!
in the early game.
That's funny. Hey, Tom Plays Gamer, how you doing?
Can we talk about? You've talked a lot about all the.
There's someone in the background freaking out right now.
New armor, getting a new character in Jack. It was essentially a fifth wheel in a good way, if that was a thing. And so it was like, wow, this game must be getting easier. But there's another side of that coin, isn't there?
Yeah, we knew we couldn't give you more.
Oh my god, this is never gonna end. They're gonna keep
a class of enemies called the Deviants. The Deviants are sort of Ukon's rejects. They're a little overpowered, a little unruly. So there are 5 new Deviant enemies, and those Deviants have unique skills.
Oh man, they're not going to be able to switch this out until they finish the segment.
For the encounters.
Oh, Aaron Carter, you're so right. This is totally what happens. People are such jerks.
The Deviant Wretch has a pack effect that will make all the
Wait, that's so funny.
Him harder to kill.
He's really trying to concentrate. Oh no, that's so bad.
To you and attack you. They will push you out of cover.
Spoon of Doom, you're right. It proves that it is not pre-recorded because you could do a lot of stuff kind of like as live here.
We've sort of sprinkled those throughout the campaign. So again, even if you've played a single act on PC or played through the whole game, it's a very different experience when you get to the console. And then the last thing I'll throw in that we added is a new tier of loot. We've added an equipment tier.
Everyone are jerks. What are they doing? Oh my god. Oh wow.
There's a high level of red.
Chernobyl? Why would your gamer tag be that?
In the game. But those have a synergy to them. So for example, if you have all of the
he's never had so many friends in all his life.
For the sniper rifle, it turns it into a crit machine, and that can just keep critting over and over again, and that's exactly what you want to take down those high-powered enemies that might be a little bit further back, like the Cantus, that are trying to buff up the enemy team.
Tyler, if you had to put it out there, what's your favorite squad and what's your favorite formation on Gear Stack?
Oh my god!
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of the Scout and Vanguard classes because they
Who does that?
does really well.
Okay, that's really out of line.
Push through
People
find
were
a flanking
definitely a
route and
mistake.
deliver a high amount of offense without the enemy having the benefit of cover. So I tend to lean into scouts.
Wow.
They also have a cloak ability, which allows them to push through. And then the Vanguard's kind of interesting. We have a lot of different, more traditional classes like the heavy or the
They
sniper.
figured out now if
But
they're
the
like
Vanguard
adding,
is sort of unique in that
it's
the Vanguard
different.
has a
Oh man.
straight ahead sort of attitude. So whereas the scout, you might want to cloak or
Jeez.
flank around. What you want to do with the Vanguard is push forward and
Imagine if it wasn't like an
and
insta-ban.
sort of move through the fronts that way.
We're taking a look here at Gabe Diaz, and you mentioned earlier that Gabe is Kate's mom, and you're going to learn
Kate's
a little
dad,
bit. I mean, Kate's dad, yes. And you're going to learn a little bit more about her lineage going in. But something I just want to call out, I love strategy RPGs.
Yeah, go full screen.
Near Zero, Phoenix Point.
Go full screen, sort out that Xbox.
If it has the word tactics in it, I will play that game.
Oh, Tom, because like I think a lot of the time it's not something that you really think of, especially if it's like a work Xbox, and it just so happens it happens to have like a gamer tag like in the corner. You don't think that. You don't think people are going to be that silly at all.
Building that goes into this. This is not just like map, and on forever.
Yeah, I mean, the game takes place in Vazgar, partially, which is a region of Sarah that you discover in Gears 5, except this is many years earlier. And so you can recognize some of the architecture and some of the things if you're a deep Gears fan.
I mean, a reality storm, I could certainly distract by doing some sort of dance and be like, sort the Xbox out. I'm going to use my arms to distract them.
Point of view that's a little more omniscient and a little less personal. And can we do that? Create a story around a main character that you grow to care about. Surround that character with supporting characters like Sid and Michaela that bring the Gabe story to life. It has the sort of AAA cinematic quality that you're used to, which of course looks amazing on.
The thing is though, like gamers are a little bit silly. Like we're all a bit silly, For gamers, it's just like yeah, whatever. They don't sort of like realize that. It's like a big kind of like launch.
The basic combat
and actually, they want it to be done really, really well because they've been waiting so long, to do it. And although it just seems like a silly thing to do, it kind of makes everyone like a bit, I don't know, frustrated because you want to do like a perfect show, especially after you've like rehearsed loads.
Is there anything else in the game that you want to talk about and show us?
Yeah, I mean, there's new achievements. So for those achievement hunters out there, we've added, I think it's 400 gamer score worth of new achievements. So there's plenty of stuff there for you to hunt down. And of course, just a note, you can play anywhere. So if you've started your games on PC and
Tom, it'll turn up. Don't worry.
Or buying the game, you could pick right up where you left off and continue your saves, which was very important to our technical director, Cam. Like that was the one thing you had to make sure worked. So, yeah, so it's really great whether you've played it or not, whether you are a longtime tactics player or a Gears player, or even someone kind of from an RPG background. We believe there's something for everyone with tactics.
For sure. Thank you, Tyler, so much for being here today with us and for showing Gears Tactics to everyone at home.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Happy launch day.
So that is Gears Tactics, which everyone can play now on PC, Xbox One, and starting today, Xbox Series X and S. And of course, it's on Xbox Game Pass.
I think Tyler's got a lot of mail to sort through now and a lot of private messages. So if you play the game by December 4th, you're going to get the Thrashball Cole character pack. We saw a little bit of that and what that includes.
I messaged Kate. She says she misses me too.
Famous catchphrases and woo and like all the things you love.
I miss Kate.
Coltrane is into this game as well, so you're going to want to get that. Plus, all you got to do is complete the tutorial and you get the Armored Gabe character skin to use in Gears 5 multiplayer. So it all connects together. So
I want to have like a weird white streak in my hair. So what a Jeff haircut. Look how it's so shorn down the sides. I'm totally here for it.
We can still celebrate. So we're bringing our fans together virtually through an Xbox Fan Mosaic. So if you want to participate, go to
fanmosaic.com/fanmosaic.
Fanmosaic. There's dashes in there. We're going to put that up down there for you. And you can share your gaming selfie, and we'll watch the mosaic come together during the stream. The whole world is playing Xbox today. And that
Yes,
goes
we
for
are.
Xbox too. We're playing as soon as we get off camera, we're going back there. We're going to be playing Gears Tactics. So
Do you have any idea how many snacks there are in the Redmond campus? It's like every table you've ever looked at has snacks on it. It's amazing. Like, I've never eaten so many sweets in all my life. It was amazing.
Yeah, let's knock off that space dust. Take out those Wookiee hairs. Get on.
Ion cannon away. The first ion missile is away.
I can't get away from
Hey, wing on me. He's 25 health. If anyone can make some magic happen. Oh, it's not gonna matter because we go down. Game's a
It's a who. Punch it, Chewie.
Got some big hits coming in the butt. No. Oh, they got
Oh,
him.
thanks,
Dude, that
Chipmunk.
bomber's doing such a good job coming around to make a bombing run. Oh, come on, baby.
Yeah, Jonathan, they definitely handled it well. It's very distracting because also you'd like have people in your ear. Aaron Carter, did I used to work with Ian Lee? No, I dated someone who worked with him for a really long time, so I randomly went to his wedding.
We hope you enjoy launch week.
Which, interestingly, do you remember Sherlock? The wedding where Dr. Watson gets married? That's where Ian Lee got married. Fun fact. I mean, not the same place.
Goodness, there's just too much to play.
Fabian, is the snack review returning? Yeah. So me and Jane need to sort out what we're going to do for the next stream. Kate always has incredible hair.
Well, I've got good news for you. Xbox Fan Fest has gone digital. Join for free today, and in addition to all the other benefits, you'll also get access to today's drop of exclusive merch into the Xbox Fan Fest gear shop. And you can also opt in to our Xbox launch.
And she always has like amazing earrings as well. Look at her earrings.
An Xbox Series X, Series S, and that awesome custom Xbox
I
Series
want
X
that fridge so bad. If I wasn't in a London rental, I would have cried more about it.
before the end of this live stream. So if you're 18
Oh, Tom Plays Gamer? Oh, basically, some dude basically sent me a dick pic, so I sent him one back and then he reported me and my account got banned.
Hey guys, DJ here. So I got some really cool and exciting news to share with you guys. So 20 years ago...
Oh my god, look at the past! Why is he wearing sunglasses? Bill Gates! Oh god, of course! Wow!
And since then, over the years...
How does he look better now? God damn it!
Working very closely with Xbox to deliver Xbox consoles and Xbox games to kids all across the country in America and all over the world. Kids who are in need, kids who are fighting the good fight, kids who are hospitalized getting treatment, and we have delivered these...
I want to go and hang out with Dwayne Johnson when he's having a cheat day.
I'm teaming up with Xbox once again. We are getting ready to launch to the world, of course, the brand new Xbox Series X. But before the world gets it, I have an opportunity to team up with Xbox and deliver some of the very first.
So wholesome. You're so right, Chipmunk.
Kids all across the country in 20 hospitals.
Did you the type?
We are teaming up with a charitable organization called
Franz.
Now, Gamers Out
Oh, The Rock is amazing.
an organization that provides video games and software to help kids cope with their stays in hospitals,
Astute Bertie.
getting their treatment, and fighting
Well, like, you want to keep a pace going?
special edition
So,
Xbox Series X.
and like, you don't really want dead air when it's like a live stream anyway. So they will have like prepped a certain degree of like questions, but then there'll be a certain amount of ad-libbing that kind of goes into it as well. But yeah, and usually producers don't talk to you like all the way through. They'll basically be calling what's coming next, or if like you've missed something. Although I once did have one guy who was like talking every time I talked, which was very distracting. That wasn't Xbox, that was a different person entirely.
Gamers Outreach. I want to thank my good friend.
Yeah, Mr. Tom, that's exactly why I want to go on his cheat days. Wait, where did that...
20 years ago. And,
Yeah, that's why I want to go on his cheat days, because they're amazing. Although, to be fair, I don't need to eat more food.
I send you love, I send you strength, I send you mana. Stay strong, and have a great holiday season.
Oh.
And enjoy your new Xbox.
Oh my god, I want to... Xbox.
Man, I'm so excited about this new
Adelight, will gold be free? Someone please answer a question. I don't know, gold, like,
this.
I'm already planning on giving my old Xbox to my mother.
Oh, 20 years is a long time, man.
I'm going to go pick it up curbside, bring it home.
That's some good shelving. I've got some shelf envy, Moto. Serious shelf envy.
And enjoy it with my community.
And I'm planning to play a
Prawns, yeah.
The following week, I'll be playing Master Chief Collection, the original Halo Combat Evolved, in 4K, 120 frames per second, thanks to the new upgrades for Series X.
It's been really great having those games pretty much our entire lives now. So I would have to say we are super excited about this new Xbox launch, and especially for Halo Infinite when that comes out.
Nothing really feels better than coming home and hopping online to play with the boys and get a few matches done.
Super pumped for the next console launch. Let's go.
I cannot wait to see what the 4th generation...
Everyone's got really good lighting. I've got lighting envy.
It just looks incredible.
It's Phil!
It's Phil Spencer.
Phil!
Thanks
I love you,
to all our
Phil!
fans and players around the world for joining us today. You're the heart of our vision for the future of gaming, and this launch celebration is all about you. We're thrilled to see so many of you around the world playing games that you love, the way you want to play them, with the people you want to play with, on the devices you want to play on. So to everyone who has an Xbox in their home, and all of those...
That sneaky hidden Xbox, Phil. Don't think we didn't notice.
Everyone that loves video games and what they bring to you, thank you. So, let's do what we came here to do and play some games.
Yes!
First, here's a look at a game I play a ton of, a trailer for Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
Phil! Who was making a joke in chat? Was it Amber earlier saying, but did you leave out milk and cookies for Phil? I was like, I like that. Every year we should leave out milk and cookies for Phil. Chipmunk, you are definitely right. Phil has literally driven all of this. And from the very first moment that I met him, the very first Xbox Gamescom stream, he's like totally sincere. He was always really, really passionate about changing gaming and changing, you know, the sort of like the previous legacy of what Xbox had done and adapting it to better suit gamers. And that's why I've always loved to work for Xbox and host stuff for them, because I believe in what they're trying to put out there. And just think about the change and the direction that they've taken. It's really amazing.
Someone has to do the same for the dark. Stasis is just a tool. We must use it for good.
That was definitely Amber. Yes! Yeah, Chipmunk, definitely. I've told some of the other guys from Twitch the story about when I did XO19 and how we talked to like my mum and my dad for ages, like way more than just like, oh hello, nice to meet you, Mr. and Mrs. Hardy. Like for 20 minutes before the live show and then 20 minutes afterwards, he listened to my dad tell these like really crap stories that were really boring, but he was really nice to them. And then I asked my dad later, I was like, oh, do you enjoy talking to Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox? He was like, which one was he? He was like, was he the Scottish guy? I'm like, no, you talked to him for like 45 minutes. My dad is the worst. He doesn't remember anyone. And my mum's the one with dementia. Go figure. Oh, thanks, Chipmunk. I genuinely love hosting Xbox events. It's like amazing. It's like peak career for sure. This is what I sound like in the morning when I get up. Ah, the darkness is mine. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, it's... I want to paint it back. Yeah, I don't mind Destiny. I just got really stuck on one bit for ages, and then, yeah. I don't know. It's also, I know Graham's really sad to be missing. I can't believe Graham's not going to be there.
Destiny 2, and the trailer looks awesome. Beyond Light, it's an important moment for Destiny. New raids, stasis powers, and a lot more. I can't wait to play with everyone on Game Pass. I
want to give Phil a hug. Do you want to just give a Phil a hug after all this? Like, thanks, Phil. Here's a really big hug. Although I feel like maybe that's not appropriate because he's like head of Xbox. But I'd like to hug him just to be like, thanks, man.
CEO of
Thanks.
Bungie, is here to play the game with me on Xbox Series X, both of which launch today. Hey, Pete.
Good to see you, Phil.
Good to see you. It's we get to play. They put controllers in our hands and they completely lose us. I'm already getting ready to play. But
They almost think that we're good at this.
well, you better Sherpa me through this because I've never played Beyond.
I love the black jacket posse. This is cool. Look, I'm in with the crew, man. I got my black jacket. Do I fancy Phil Spencer? No, Tom, I don't fancy Phil Spencer. He's someone I've been employed by.
So exciting for us,
I just respect him a lot. I think he's done some really, really good things. Xbox was not in the best shape, and he really, really has turned things around a lot.
Everything who we are. It gives us feedback.
Sid, you're so right. You know what? 2020 has been like a total, complete crap show. So actually having this come at the end of the year, so like the last few months of this year, we could just forget and play some video games and remember that there is like joy and happiness still out there. You know, and like, brilliant. Let's get some full-on 150-hour RPG. Cyberpunk will like totally see us through to spring. And then hopefully by that, it will have all blown over.
Been fantastic to see, and really when I think about Bungie,
I
and
bet
Xbox
they're stressed.
and our history through Xbox Live and so many of the things that we've done together, it just seems natural that we working.
He's out of my league. You're probably right. It's very fancy. I'm not fancy.
Consoles with great updates. You know, 2020 has been a challenging year when you think about all that you've had to do at the studio to get Beyond Light done. Any unique challenges?
Yeah, I mean, well, one is
I'm enjoying Phil as a presenter. Maybe he's taken over my job. Shit. They didn't need me. They had Phil.
You know, we moved the entire studio out in March. Wow. Which is a long time.
Is he related to Regina Spektor?
Light, we're
No,
really
because his
proud of the
surname's
work.
Spencer.
I'm incredibly proud of the work the team has done for Beyond Light.
I told you that, like, when they did XO19 in the UK, and only UK people will get this joke, but you know, our Phil Spencer, I really wanted them to start the show going like, and here's Phil Spencer, and then the guy from Location would come out, but they didn't think it was appropriate for a really large live stream. I thought that'd be really funny. Get him to do a bit with Kirsty Allsop, it would be hilarious.
You know, working from home.
Yeah, Olel, he's married for sure. He's got a family.
So this has been, it's been a long road. And yet, I think the work speaks for itself.
That's awesome. And to be launching a console today and having Beyond Light come out at the same time.
I'm so happy for him. Like, it must have been a really stressful period, like, to get to this point. You know, it's like a really long lead time to get to a new console.
It's kind of fun to see that come.
I hope he stays with Xbox. I hope he doesn't leave or anything.
Many years since we started on this journey together.
Okay. Well,
I think he will. I think he'll stay.
I think we're on an Xbox
I think he loves
Series
it.
X here.
I mean, what else would you go and do after this? It's like so fun, and you're so kind of revered, you know?
What are we looking at here? Why don't you explain?
Anthony, I think they've definitely turned off the notifications.
Pyramid ships have come back into the system with the Seasons of Arrival.
A Reality Storm. I feel like he might have been taken over for some of Graham's stuff, maybe, because Graham was supposed to be there. And they've been like, hey, Phil, you come and do it. And he's like, okay, sure.
As well as new powers where we ultimately decide to wield the darkness with stasis. And so that's what we're going to...
Which guy are you talking about, Astute?
And just so I'm clear, you did take...
Yeah, Tom, he definitely is a living legend. Oh, yeah, sorry, Tom, I shouldn't say he's going to leave. I don't think he's going to leave. Like, why would he leave? Like, he's literally, like, head of Xbox, which is, like, you know, it's part of Microsoft. It's a really cool brand. Everyone, like, loves him and thinks he's amazing. He's the guy who turned it around. Like, why would you leave? You'd never leave. I certainly wouldn't leave. Oh, lol.
All right. Yeah, so we're going to talk with the Drifter.
Okay.
And then we'll head on.
I like, it's one thing like playing video games on the stream, but as those guys who tuned in for my Assassin's Creed Valhalla stream earlier, there's something about when I play a game on stream, like in front of people, I just become really useless. I think it's because I'm concentrating on something else, and then I just become really terrible, and I become acutely aware that, like, I'm a crap girl gamer, like that weird thing.
There we go, sorry.
I know.
He could wander off to EA Sports. Nah.
I hope.
I am the biggest consumer of Destiny lore.
Darkness's arrival.
Not true. The Grimoire.
Actually, one of the things that I love is
They could bring an Xbox world. That'd be amazing with like a theme park and stuff.
over the years that
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex, I would never leave. I would literally
members of our community who are
get my
focused on
feet
just
firmly
lore.
rooted under that table and never
We
go.
have achievements that are lore based, and so
You do. I'm
Ah,
kind of a put
well, thanks,
there
Jonathan. It makes me feel a bit better about being really terrible at AC Valhalla.
and I love it. And the grind.
Oh, the guy before Phil. Oh, Don Matrick. Yeah, the guy who basically, like, in one conversation, screwed everything up. Yeah. Yeah.
Looks familiar.
Raphael, did I get my Xbox? Yeah, it's over there. Actually, yeah, I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla on stream earlier with it.
I'm following. Oh, you're already going.
Oh, snow sound! I was doing this on Assassin's Creed earlier, being really annoying.
Of Europa.
Okay. No enemies yet.
Nope.
Nope.
Can I hit you with a grenade?
You can.
Okay.
Absolutely. We're gonna try to.
Phil is thinking like every gamer. Like, can I just punch you in the face?
So I heard.
Yeah, that's so right, Spoon of Doom. I'm totally the same.
Some of your team meetings on Inside Destiny. Is that true?
I will. Any excuse. Do I want this?
Chipmunk, yeah.
Okay. Any excuse I have to play video games, I'll do it. I've done in Destiny, Minecraft Dungeons. You kind of have to temper the one-on-one based on the kind of player skill of who you're meeting with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so cool. I hope that's cool.
That one's locked.
Not that I think you can't handle.
That one's locked.
Sid.
They're locked for you. Oh, we have a waypoint. Here we go. It's over there.
Idea of what that might be.
All right.
Definitely.
Oh, look, it's Destiny. So we're gonna go to one area. We're gonna go back.
Oh,
we're gonna go
stop.
Back. Look, sorry.
Phil, you shady, you shady bitch. I love it. That's what we want.
Okay.
Truth bombs. Go for it, Spencer. So it's Destiny. We're gonna go from one place and then back again. It's funny because it's true.
Distance.
Looks good. So this right now is running 60 frames per second.
Yeah, 60 frames a second. But what do you want
What's
to say?
Crucible running at?
Do you want to say the fun thing about
Well, you
Crucible?
guys did the work. You should say it.
Well, no.
Oh, it's like an awkward date.
It's pretty exciting.
I'm not a huge Crucible player. I'm very good at getting shot in Crucible, but I do know playing Crucible at 120 would be amazing.
And
so
we are announcing today, right now, Crucible at 120 frames a second.
Thank you for that. So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Super exciting.
It's
I can't
very
wait to play. I
pretty.
was actually talking with a friend of mine. Actually,
No.
she was on earlier, Katarina.
Yeah, Fabian. Phil it was showing, throwing some serious shade. The thing is, though, like, if that was me hosting the Xbox thing, like,
frames per second.
I probably wouldn't say that. I'd be a bit like, ooh.
I think last time we were rolling strikes, right?
Yeah, we were. That was fun. We had a good time. I still have that banner that I got for doing that. People ask me all the time, hey, how'd you get that banner? It's a secret.
Oh, people.
Oh, there's people in.
Is there some, like, full randos playing?
So launch day at Bungie. What's going on back at the studio right now?
Well, you know, the studio, it's such an interesting time at the studio because the studio is largely empty.
Yeah.
And we have our online teams. They're
Yeah, that's right, Jonathan.
standing by as we look for the traffic that's coming in.
Because you've launched on all platforms today.
Launched on all platforms today. So it's super exciting time for the studio. Once again, you know, we've been managing seasons for the last 7 or 8 months, but this is, you know, our biggest content drop in a very, very long time. And so for the team to be able to have this experience is pretty incredible.
I'm not used to looking at this gamer tag for you. You recently changed your gamer tag, I understand.
Okay.
Probably just for this.
You know, you helped me out on that. So everyone, my gamer tag for 20 years has been Mango.
Mango.
And
what?
A good friend of mine, April McKee, 20 years ago, asked me what I wanted for a gamer tag, and I said P squared, P2. And as a backup, it was Mango.
Yeah.
And I was told that I needed to go with Mango because they couldn't do a 2-character gamer tag. Turns out
there's a way to make that work.
Turns out there's a way to make it work. Phil Spencer did with P3, and
I think they weren't telling you the truth because I've been P3 since the original. Oh, and look at this. Graviton Lance. Graviton Lance works well in P2.
Anyway, Phil.
So they changed my. So I now have the new stasis.
Yep. Now
So
you
talk
have
to me about
stasis,
this.
Yeah. So stasis essentially is wielding the darkness. It largely has to do with.
Wait, it's Disney
elements
Plus
of
on Game
freezing
Pass?
or
What?
Binding your enemies.
Do you mean just the app? Like, not like you don't get it free because you have Game Pass?
Or dying like you would do.
No, I'm not dead. Don't.
Oh, you didn't?
Pie cubed?
Not. My excuse is they have me sitting like 20 feet from my screen. But I'm not dead yet.
It is a long way away from the stream. Anyway, Phil, so you and between you and April, after 20 years, reconstituted my original request for P squared.
Yeah.
And so now.
Is that what we're going with? We're not calling it P2.
It's not P2. You're P3. And I'm not going to take that away from you.
Tom.
We're going with
because P squared or P2 is obviously a better number.
Oh yeah, it's 30 days. I mean, it's enough to like watch through. Like, wait till The Mandalorian has finished, then use the code, and then you can watch it all back to back.
Actually, what happened here?
Tom.
Did you die?
Joker.
I heard you're gonna nerf it.
Then I died. Oh, okay.
I really should go grocery shopping one of these days. I really haven't been in a while, and I was working all weekend, so I've been eating toast for about 4 days straight.
Did you pop a super yet?
Yeah, right now.
Can't see anything.
Do I still have the headbutt is still in? Nice. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go get that.
I died.
I know. I'm gonna come over here and help you.
I blame you though.
Wait a minute. Let me mope. It makes me sad.
No.
Oh no, you're all gonna die! No!
Okay.
Live on stream. Amazing.
My bad. I'm not gonna let you.
No, this is no.
This is first encounter.
Yeah, OLED, it's quite sweet.
Okay, let's actually.
I don't know, my gamer tags are always like the same everywhere. And I sort of regret them because they're kind of stupid, but yeah.
That's okay. It's my first time playing it, so.
Oh shit, you haven't been in a shop since March, Lee. Chipmunk, I haven't even been Uber Eats. I've been trying to be really sensible because I want to try and buy a flat. And I was like, I need to stop ordering like takeaway and stuff. Man.
We're just gonna slow down. Take our time. We have like 15 minutes.
That's what we're gonna do.
Turtle. Amy, get you.
We're gonna hide for 15 minutes.
Come on, guys. Stop dying. Yes. Get in, Phil.
I'm the one wreaking havoc on all these.
Hey, in all seriousness, the launch of this is the launch of the new console is really exciting for us.
Thanks.
Not just.
I love this. They like keep forgetting that they're actually doing a live stream, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the new console. That's cool. That's cool." Really, a reality storm? What did you change it to? Kind of Purple's good though.
Destiny, wherever you are, and whatever your mood, and so. And to become that social experience that people want, that third place where ultimately,
It's alright, we're all old, Alex. We're all old.
Casual encounters, but you also have these intense encounters as well, and I think we've been able to do that, but I think Xbox has been able to pull that off with continuing to build on social, but also continue to build on Game Pass, so we have more people are able to engage with the Destiny universe and become.
Phil's not even listening anymore. He's like, huh? What?
Just the ability to. Play on multiple
I love it. It's so pure. It's so pure.
How long was it ago you showed me you were playing on your
Destiny
phone. Yeah, no, I mean,
yeah, that's like 2 years ago.
Yeah, so Phil came by the studio like 2 years ago and was playing on his phone. I couldn't believe it. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
And just the idea of our ability to
Don't die, Phil.
die. I'm sorry.
I've like revived you 3 times while you've been chatting. So no, we've talked a lot about your guys' vision. I think Bungie.net was an inspiration for a lot of the things that we looked at, which was obviously created before we were garbage right now.
Oh, you have to pay attention. I never really thought about it.
Watching how you
okay.
service, and it's great to get to partner on where you want to take this.
To be fair though, Tom, it's like really difficult to play stuff live. And also, I'd rather he was like out there making Xbox great, not playing video games. You know what I mean?
With the building and growing the Destiny universe, and we have many, many years ahead of us to continue to build and grow Destiny, but we're also working on other things as well. And yeah, one of the fun things about working with you and the rest of the team is, I think we've tried to make a universe that will that welcomes you, like no matter.
It does look very pretty.
No matter where you're from, how you identify, like we have this inviting environment that you can come in.
Don't die.
Great time. Awesome. And if you just want to like shoot some stuff.
No! Why did you run in?
That's great. If you
actually it worked. What am I saying?
More intense activities like pinnacle activities like raids, or Nightfall, you can totally do that. And so we offer this great range of fun things to do that are more fun to do with or in front of your friends, and that's always a great.
Phil's not even vaguely listening by this point. Love it.
Okay. Season rank. Look at that.
Oh my god.
He's delighting at it. Look at it.
Oh, they're moving us. They're moving us. We went too slow.
Where are we going?
They're fast forwarding us.
Okay. Yeah, so it's been fun to be part of that partnership. I mean, I think we share a lot of the same common DNA. Certainly, we've had an incredibly long relationship with each other. But yeah, the
Bob Knob. Wow.
Core,
okay.
Destiny has to be a great game.
That's funny.
Do, a lot of fun things. It has to be this hopeful, inviting world, but engaging you socially and allowing you to be a part of this.
Engage me socially.
With your friends.
Yes.
Ultimately,
wait, I need to charge my phone.
Important thing that I think we can do, and it's pretty humbling when you see just the level of engagement that we have with our.
What are they spamming in the chat? Clarity Viper.
Is, to us.
I can't move my window now. I've made it really difficult.
Because I'm sure I'm getting lots of messages.
Because if I move my window, it does that. Because you know how, like, if you do adding browser from OBS, it won't. No, it won't let you do it. So I'm just literally just doing display capture, which is just really hokey.
One of the things. There we go.
Yeah, one does not simply move Phil on in his game.
We were talking about Xbox. Maybe people don't know your history with us.
Dashboard is different, Jamie.
So, for those of you who don't know, I was at Microsoft a long time ago. Phil and I used to work together in games, and
Double by Bungie.
A few of us worked on actually the original Xbox.
Yep.
And then we also acquired Bungie.
Yep.
And that happened in May of 2000. If you can believe it. I can't believe it. We're getting old, man.
We are, yeah. I think getting doesn't need to be in there.
And so I was an early employee on the Xbox, and as were you. And we worked on the acquisition of Bungie, and then I was ultimately fortunate enough to flip over and work on the Bungie side. I've been there pretty much ever since.
How many years has it been?
Oh, so pretty.
The entire span has been about 18 and a half years.
Wow.
So, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else. Like, I'm super inspired.
I mean, Jamie, it is samey. Sorry, but it's it is different.
Yeah, even during the pandemic, Phil, like every week we do this team meeting, and I get an opportunity to tell people how much I miss them, how much I want to see their faces, and talk about what we're doing.
Oh, so I got this. This one was from Xbox Merch Store. I think it was from when was it? It was from
And it keeps growing. I mean, I think I was
E3 last year.
When we started.
We got like a whole bunch of
There's more
stuff. I
than
got
that
some
now.
like, it's
There
really
is more
cool.
than that now. It's several hundred people, not only working on Destiny, but working on new projects.
Yeah.
And we're an independent developer, and so we've also
Yeah, we're independent, Phil. We're independent. That means that someone could buy us.
Ability to communicate with our fan base, and so that's been an exciting journey. And,
Yeah, it's been awesome to see. You guys have done an amazing job.
Thank you. Yeah, really. I mean, well, I have to say the same thing about you all. But all right, we're playing.
I am still listening to this. You are. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Oh, lol, no, they haven't said anything about Bethesda at all.
I'm going to pretend like...
Varkus the Loyal. Yes.
I'm just playing.
Is it not working for you?
No, it's just about to work.
Okay.
Just going to work about to
Oh,
work.
look at that. Okay.
Anyway. So this
Thanks, Aaron.
I think we're going to come up against Aramis, as we've had the new pyramid ships have come into the system. A new force has arrived.
Everything looks so pretty in Destiny. Maybe I should play it again. It's just so pretty. I just need some friends to play with.
That is what we're going to tackle.
I just couldn't get on with it. I found it so grindy to start with. But I did like it. I did enjoy it.
To our long history. I mean, obviously we have a long history with Microsoft and with the Xbox. I always think about not only the launch of Halo CE as it's known now, but certainly, I think we changed the world together with Xbox Live and Halo 2, and I think we continue to do that kind of work together. Hopefully, Game Pass. And
These guys are adorable. It's like a proper bromance going on. We did some really cool things together. Yeah, we did. Do you remember that time that we did this thing and it was amazing? And yeah, it was. It's really adorable.
PlayStation has a big launch. You guys have a big presence there. You've grown your presence on PC.
They just need a fireplace and some whiskey, and it would just be parfait.
All the different platforms. Just great to see how you've connected those communities. Allow me to move between PC and Xbox, which I do quite a bit, playing back and forth. I just really love how you've embraced.
That's true, Anthony. I do.
Yeah, and
we should play some games together.
Yeah,
I need to find some good games to play.
As well, and we'll continue to push on making sure that if you want to play our game, you can, and you can play with your friends no matter where you are. And no matter what device you're on.
I mean, it's Blitzdog's, obviously.
And we'll continue to push
that's not
that
true.
We think the Destiny universe is pretty special, and I'm excited.
Oh, Lee, that's amazing. Whiskey purchases are the best. Drunk shopping is always the best. It's better if you go to like physical copies of stuff, because then you don't remember what's coming through the post, and it's like a gift your past self sends to your future self because you can't remember what it was.
Been able to build up
Sea of Thieves. That's a good shout, Reality Storm.
Universe as well as think about new things.
Cool.
A Reality Storm. You've all seen pictures of me from Xbox Gamescom. I actually look like a pirate.
Playing through.
A spoon.
Really excited to get to play Beyond Light. Like I said, I'll probably be on tonight playing. Appreciate the great partnership with Bungie. It's always fun. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
And
would you like a big pile of cash?
Waiting to play this game. Jump in. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be exciting times. I'll see you everybody tonight. I'll be online on Xbox.
See ya.
All right. Take care.
It looks like they're about to play 100-1.
Ex-military rock star, the headline Cyberpunk 2077. And though he's been a part of the franchise since its tabletop days, what do we really know about Johnny Silverhand?
I don't know Malik, actually. I've never met Malik before. Cyberpunk!
Silverhand is a...
Oh, wait, I was listening to that.
A Rocker Boy is a character class from the original 2020 pen and paper game. A Rocker Boy is a very charismatic individual who's able to lead and inspire others.
Oh, interesting.
One of the most famous of them.
Yes, it. Just gonna do this raid real quick. Just do this raid.
Johnny Silverhand was born in College Station, Texas. He joined the military at a young age and became part of the Second Central American War. An ill-fated
I'm very excited about Cyberpunk, in case you can't guess. A Reality Storm, so apparently they're going to make a show of that. I was like, I've always really kind of wanted to be like a game show host. I feel like I'm cheesy enough to be a game show host, I reckon.
In a world ruled by corporations, Johnny Silverhand...
Tom, I don't think so. Well, definitely not initially.
He's extremely anti-authoritarian, and in the past he's led direct action against the corporations, including starting a riot at Arasaka headquarters and later leading a band of mercenaries in a direct assault.
I actually haven't watched an awful lot of the Night City stuff. I just kind of want to go in green, but also I really want to know things.
He's a bit of a narcissist. He can also be a bit of a jackass, and is really suffused with his own anger.
I really want to be a host of a game show.
See graffiti that says, "Where's Johnny?" It's been over 50 years since Johnny was seen last, and it's assumed that he died at the end of the Fourth Corporate War in the Arasaka Tower explosion.
Yeah, Mix, I'm really here for this. This stream is great.
If you play the game,
it's just really
I'll be interested
sensible.
To see what Johnny Silverhand. On one hand, he's played by a supremely charismatic actor, Keanu
Okay,
Reeves.
Lee, if we were to bring back Games Master, who should be the elderly man? David Attenborough, he could be the Games Master. You'd never do it. Could you imagine? We don't even have codes anymore. I want to live in a sci-fi dystopian world made of neon. Why is that so hard? I want it.
It's easy to see why we're a fan of Johnny Silverhand. And
oh, Anthony! Oh my God! Oh my God! That poor guy.
Here's a behind-the-scenes look on how we did it.
Patrick Stewart. Oh, he would be such a good Games Master. That would be amazing. He'd probably be quite up for it because he's quite funny like that. Tom, of course, like no one buys it without making things exclusive, but it would be a incredibly bad PR move to buy it and then be like, oh, by the way, like now it's all Xbox exclusive. That would be just, in terms of monetary, it'd be so damaging because it would turn gamers against Xbox. They're not going to do that, at least for the first instance. They might then be like, okay, well, these new games are moving forward, but to take something away from gamers that's been promised to them, I don't think it'd be clever to do that. And you've only got to look back to like Don Matrick and how quickly the tide can turn, and like everything Phil has tried to do to like move things forward and away from that and really listen to gamers. And that's all gamers, right? Not just Xbox.
For the past 24 hours, we've had a poll.
Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen together playing Destiny. What I say? Where are we? Are we some sort of space wizard? I think we are. Mr. Tom for the win. I hope you're joking. It's obviously me.
Great. Now, all right. So, like I mentioned before, you have control of this. A new poll is up on Twitter right now, so go check it out and keep voting. We'll reveal the next.
What's happening with the stream here? There's something really weird going on. What was that?
We arrived at the launch of the all-new Xbox.
Larry Herb.
To celebrate this momentous occasion, we had a number of events kicked off around the globe. Queenstown, New Zealand, the first.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Reality Storm and True Golden. It's like,
they launched their own
if they're going to sell money and make money from games, they may as well sell money from games. Do you know what I mean?
Huge Xbox Series X floating in the Wakatipu Lake with a dreamlike mapped light show. Don't believe me? See it for yourself.
Oh, wow. Does anyone remember the survival billboard that we did, where it's me and Graham hosting for Tomb Raider? Does anyone remember that? That was amazing. That won loads of like PR awards and stuff. Lee, I mean, that would be the cornerstone of the program, is games journalists being salty at losing. Oh wow, that's really cool, Fabian. What's happening? What's going on? I do actually have to go to work at some point this evening. My job.
Every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream.
There should be a Julia versus, but only I'm terrible at playing games. I also don't work well when I'm put on the spot when it comes to like games or quizzes or anything like that. I think it goes back to like being at school and not feeling like you're good enough, and then you just freeze and then you can't answer any questions, or like someone's like, what do you like, and then you forget everything that you've ever liked in your entire life. You're like, I don't know.
Let's have a surprise. Let's have a dream which isn't under control. And then you would get more and more adventurous. And you would make further and
Oh, Lel, you make a good point.
to what you would dream. And finally, you would dream where you are now.
Oh, True Golden Eagle. So basically, we put like 8 people up on a billboard, and they had to stay there all night whilst we pelted weather conditions at them. It's quite funny. And then they won like a really big prize if they stayed up there. I'm on a giant Xbox. I'm on a giant Xbox doing some awesome things. It's true, Alex. All the contestants would get prizes because I'd suck. I just want to wear like a shiny tuxedo and a bow tie and host a game show and just be really smarmy and sarcastic. I'd be like a Richard Ayoade game show host, you know. I mean, this is like 6 hours long, right? This live stream. I don't know if I'm going to manage 6. Okay, come on, let's do one more segment, and then I need to prep for my job at some point tonight. I'm showing my excitement through the medium of interpretive dance. Raves. This is where everyone's having their lunch break on stream. Yeah, I've got a job that I have to do at 9 o'clock this evening. Global time zones and all that. What do you do, Alex?
Pretty incredible. And did you catch that?
But the thing is though, Tom, like I don't work for like, I'm not like a dev or I work for like making a game or like whatever. So it'd be a bit weird having me like, you know, live tune in. But like, you know, the point of having a presenter there is to kind of tie all those bits together.
To reveal the anagram you need to unscramble and solve. All right, once you have that, then you tweet the keyword that includes the hashtag SolveForX and hashtag sweepstakes to be entered to win our hero prize bundle, which includes everything you
You're
need
CTO of a stealth tech company.
for you and a friend.
You sure you're not supposed to
including a new
tell people
Xbox
that?
Series X, a 4K TV, a Samsung
What kind of
Note
stealth
15
tech
Ultra,
are you allowed to say?
A Razer Kishi controller, and 24 months of Game Pass Xbox, Game Pass Ultimate.
I can't decide if a background picture of Julia licking an Xbox Series X is against Xbox's live terms. I cleaned it. I cleaned it with wet wipes before I licked it.
To solve for X.
Thanks, Larry. Thank you, Larry. I miss Larry and his wonderful suits. Ooh, there's some sort of quiz. 7 glyphs, 1 answer. What do we win? I want that. Am I allowed to enter? I mean, I want all those things anyway. Glyphs. That's what these glyphs have been about. What's next? They did? Oh, good, Reality Storm. Wait, what's this?
Over the last year, we've seen gamers contribute to so many crucial.
Oh, do you mean like wait for like? Where have you put the picture?
Thank you,
It's fine.
thank you.
It doesn't really matter where you put it.
Xbox gaming community showed up and raised over $4
The makeup artists they have in the US for Xbox are phenomenal. Like everyone's skin always looks amazing. Like I've never looked so flawless as I do when I do Xbox stuff.
We've partnered with Soft Giving to fundraise for Make-A-Wish International.
Oh my God!
At Xbox, we care so deeply about all the members of our community, and we want to invest in your local community with causes that are important to you. Each person that donates is automatically entered into a
the club with you.
All throughout the stream, every 15 minutes, we'll be giving away a 3-month Game Pass Ultimate subscription, as well as a few HyperX Alpha Gold headsets. To donate, please go to xbox.softgiving.com.
Ooh, it's related to artificial intelligence, elements of robotics and control systems. Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
All I wanted to be was a hero.
I now want to know more.
Ahead of me. Would you be willing to get arrested for the family?
Yeah, maybe.
Reputation is everything. If a Yakuza shows weakness...
Yakuza!
I've been waiting to open this door for 18 years.
Bloomin' Yakuza is why I can't go into onsens in Japan.
So I say you do it, just like you wanted. Become a hero.
Word up.
Let's start a brand new age of heroes. Well, this just got complicated. You always attract weirdos.
I am the weirdo. It's not Skynet. I mean, it does sound a lot like Skynet. Word up. I'm the lyrical gangster.
You can tell us what the hell is going on here. Get this man a diaper.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. There's so many games I want to play, and it actually makes me frustrated that I can't play them all. Like, I thought I was gonna have like no work all the way till Christmas, and I've actually been like busier than ever. I've got 3 jobs this week. I've got this one that I'm doing till like tonight. It's only an hour. Then I've got Gran Turismo. And I got some more Ubisoft stuff for Phoenix.
And I gotta say, having watched that, it is one of the wildest games I've ever seen for Xbox. Yakuza Like a Dragon looks like it's got something for literally everyone. I'm looking at you, Fighting Crawfish. Here to tell us more about the latest entry into this cult classic series, senior producer Scott Strickert. Scott, welcome to the stream.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Kate Yeager is one of the only people who can like match my level of presenter volume. It's amazing. Definitely match mine.
That's the one. It is. Now, for someone who's never played Yakuza, the Yakuza title, of course, that storied franchise, what should they know about the series before they jump
Alex. Yeah. I mean, we can't even get calendars with AI to work properly.
Jump right into because it's a brand new protagonist at Ichiban.
Feel love it like that.
Brand new city of Yokohama, Japan, and also it's a brand new action turn-based battle system.
All right, so we're looking at live gameplay here right now, right? So tell us,
Crabby.
If you've played, let's say Yakuza 0, you've played Yakuza.
Oh yes, Sid, I could totally do that. Should be well up for it.
Now, I don't know why you're watching the show.
That's a really good point.
I'll
write that down.
Than what you're used to, but at the same time, there's a lot of familiar things. And tell us about how you turn this into an RPG without losing the flavor and what makes Yakuza Yakuza.
We've absolutely taken the Yakuza formula, which is, you know, a pretty high octane kind of battle system, and turned that into what you'd expect from an RPG. And the marriage of those two systems is.
Oh wow, Anthony, that's a long time off.
A lot of really crazy kind of battles. It hasn't lost that Yakuza spirit.
I'm like dancing to music that isn't happening. I think I've been working too long today.
And it's really fun.
I like that. There's a lot going on. Yeah, no kidding, Scott. There is a lot going on in that trailer we just saw, and I don't know. It's like there's a part of me trying to figure out what to even start and unpack. But Jeff, our resident expert here, I feel like this is a great time. You're looking at gameplay. What's your first impression here? What's your thing that you're pulling out?
Well, I gotta say, you guys are
I
way
put
further in
myself.
the game than I am, so I'm like,
I put myself on the stream. I'm here. I'm doing it.
We can talk about how great the game looks. I'm assuming you're playing in. There's a couple different. There's like high resolution mode. I think you're in sort of the normal quote performance mode. And the game looks. It is the best looking Yakuza game to date. I don't think there's any debate about that. But where to start? Why don't we start with like the new locale, which is Yokohama. We've been in Tokyo and Kamurocho for the previous Yakuza games, and also spending some time down in Sotenbori. But this is a new place, and I can tell I'm like maybe 10 hours in, and I have seen very little of what there is to offer in the town, mostly because of like
that suit is amazing. I want it.
All the goons are like super tough, and they will kick my butt.
Just like real life.
That is real
life. That was 100% not scripted. That was 100% not scripted.
Going to Yokohama, we've got these three.
You can tell because she was just like.
Factions that are essentially fighting for control over Yokohama. And when Ichiban kind of gets involved in their drama, and as you've been talking about, this city is massive. It's 3 times the size of Kamurocho if you've been exploring that. And you can essentially take on these different various factions as you kind of cross into the different areas. So there's a commercial district, there's a homeless district, there's a uptown and a low town and a park, and kind of these different factions control different areas. And yes,
it looks really nice. You know what? I've got to say, I've never played Yakuza game like at all.
Pay attention. It'll say in the neighborhood how many stars are there, and that's how difficult it will be there. And if you ignore it, you lose half your money when
Is he
you
dance
battle.
fighting?
Let's talk about this.
Can you bring me through here? I'm both intrigued and very concerned.
So yes, there's a whole RPG-based job system in our game. You can essentially unlock and change jobs, but of course, in your classic RPGs, you have fighter, thieves, mages, and those kinds of things, right? But we take that and apply it to the real world, and as a result, we've got musicians and breakdancers and idols.
This
and,
looks
you name it, it's here.
batshit crazy in a really good way.
And it's what makes it really cool is just that you go in expecting like a warrior and a thief, and you're like, okay, I know how these jobs play. I know what to do with a thief. He's going to steal something. Whereas you go to a musician, and you're like, I'm not sure what this guy's going to do at all, or this breakdancer, what his move's going to be like. And the more you level them up, the more zany they get.
So we see these QTEs here, and moving from a series that had been known all about brawlers and really like action, and you kind of needed some stamina to like fight some of these tougher characters and dodging out of the way and blocking at the right time. And I was wondering how that would translate to a game where like if whoever's steering the game right now puts the controller down, like the game would effectively stop if it's your turn. However, when you're into it, this is not something you can sort of sleepwalk through these battles. There's a lot of times you want to hit the timing exactly right. Like right there, you hit the Y button for more battle. That's a tough folk singer right there. And I actually got super into like on the defensive side, you've got to hit B at like just the right time, and you can do sort of perfect blocks. So it is while it's a turn-based RPG, this is not just like, all right, I'll just hit A and I'll just go to the next thing and select and select and select.
Oh man, this looks so good. Sorry, I just realised I haven't been like
that marriage I was talking about is just
talking for ages. Sorry.
To an RPG system so that you can, it's not going to be passive. You are going to want to think about where the people are positioned and how your guys are interacting with each other. Even in the sense that if you put yourself between a traffic cone,
right, it's 1:30.
Between the enemy, you can
8. Okay, I have to go because I have to go to work, but I wanted to have like at least a little bit of a celebration with you guys because it is a really monumental day. I wish I could stay for like the whole stream, but also it's already 8:30 in the evening.
No.
I just want to look at their faces. I miss them so much. I'm going to watch the stream back later, I think. But yeah, thank you for like joining me. Yeah, thanks so much for joining me, and I'm sorry I can't kind of hang out for a little bit later. But yeah, like if you want to kind of stay in touch and watch some other stuff that we do, yeah, hit up and add us on the Discord, and we can talk about some things and whatnot. But yeah, thanks. That was really fun. It was really nice to sort of share in that moment, even though it's a little bit bittersweet. But you know what? Let's be positive. You know, I'm going to try and put good intentions into the world and say that. Like, I feel like the presidency thing, and I feel like the next generation consoles all mean we turned a corner in life, and that things are going to get better from now on, because I feel happier about the world and the universe because of those two things. So if we all put that intention out, maybe it will get better. And it will get better. Let's decide now. It's going to get better. And then next year, I'll be back with the Xbox guys doing stupid stuff, and it's going to be fun, and I'm going to be all the more appreciative for it. And I think we're all going to be all the more appreciative for all the good stuff that we have in our life next year. Anyway, lesson over. Yes, and good news of a vaccine. So hopefully. Thanks, guys. As always, it's been a real delight to talk to you, and I will see you. Wait, what day is it today? Oh, yes, we're doing Friday Feels tomorrow because I'm going to be working on Friday. Okay, I will see you tomorrow at 5:30. Bring your intentions and goals, and we shall talk about them. Okay? Bye, guys.